And people want to know, why does that cost that? And how does that help me?
This is our price and this is our product.
Price doesn't matter, but price always matters.
Well, okay, but how much if I bought a whole case of this?
What makes this particular brand of bed linen special to your end consumer?
But also the other part is knowing your customer too, right?
What matters to your consumer? I mean, some people are car people, some people are sports people, some people are home.
The successful salesperson goes in and sells a solution. They don't sell a product. All right, this is Tom Neeson. Back here at Sales Made Easy, our weekly podcast, and I'm with Brad Cleveland of Peacock Alley, and he is the national sales manager for Peacock Alley. And for those of you that don't know what Peacock Alley is, I know it's a weird name. Well, what is that? It's actually, and you can correct me, Brad, but they make high-end bed linens.
That is absolutely correct.
Okay,
Absolutely.
So Peacock Alley is not does not sell on price. And a lot of us are out there going, hey, our competitors beat us on price. We're going to have to chip away at this. And, my competitors beat us on price. And, I've always looked at you guys, Brad, as this is our price and this is our product. And if you don't want to pay for it, that's fine. But, you do a tasting and you look at the person behind the counter and say, well, okay, but how much if I bought a whole case of this? And they look Absolutely. At you and they go, well, sir, I'm not sure we can sell you a whole case. It's a minimum 2 bottles.
Yeah, it's funny because even though it is a luxury brand and price, price doesn't matter, but price always matters. I mean, because we're in a competitive marketplace and there are many other luxury brands of bed linens out there. And you just have to speak to what makes this particular brand of bed linen special to your end consumer. So there is that conversation that does go on. I do wish it was like, price is no big deal. I'll buy whatever you want or whatever you're selling. But it is a competitive marketplace. So you just have to really know your business. And there's a lot of technical information when it comes to bedding. So knowing the technical specifications of bedding is imperative in my world. So.
Oh, good point. Yeah. I mean, so part of it is actually knowing the technical specs, but also the other part is knowing your customer too, right? There are some customers who might not fit for you.
Well, exactly. Everyone has a threshold.
Correct.
I mean, even the wealthiest of people have a financial threshold of what they're willing to spend. And I think it's all about, what matters to your consumer. I mean, some people are car people, some people are sports people, some people are home experience people. And those are the people we love the most, is that love their homes and love to delve into those luxury products.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, you're really going after, you got to know your customer, know what type of customers are fit for you, and go after those people and market to those people.
That is absolutely correct.
Interesting. So Brad, so those of you that don't know, as I said, he's the national sales manager. So he handles all the brick and mortar stores and locations, and also the interior designers. So he's selling to people who sell to people.
Correct.
So I know there's some clients we have that, sometimes don't have that control. They're not selling to the end user. They're selling to a dealer that then sells to the end user. So can you give us maybe some ideas or some maybe tips or things as a national sales manager, how you like to deal with those people, and is there something you can give us on what you think is the best way to deal with those people or handle or manage those people?
They're selling a project. They're not selling individual products. So that price is less important because their overarching billing will include the product. It's the accounts that are reselling the product they have to be very cognizant of.
So what makes a salesperson successful here? And what they said is the successful salesperson goes in and sells a solution or a project. They don't 100%. Sell a product.
And 100%. Yeah, I'm an old school sales guy. Features and benefits. It holds true even in this modern time that we live in. It's still a features and benefits world. People want to know, why does that cost that? And how does that help me? So, very, very old school when it comes to that.
Yeah, people are willing to pay for it, but am I paying for something that I will enjoy, or is it I'm just paying for something you think I'll enjoy?
Exactly. exactly. That's totally it. That's totally it. Because, I mean, a sheet is a sheet is a sheet. Well, that's not really true. I mean, there are different varieties and different technical things about sheets that make them more appealing to certain people. So again, it goes back to knowing your customer.
Well, and I think that's interesting because, we're going features and benefits, but there's no sense in telling you a feature and benefit if it's not something you'll enjoy. So like you said, getting to know your customer. And so what do you like? Why do you like that? Then I can fit my feature and benefit to meet you, but just getting in front of you and showing up and throwing up and telling you about my features and benefits without understanding why you like it is always
why that matters. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally get that.
So in that world, how does Peacock Alley, what do you do to stay top of mind with your interior designers? Because that's it. I mean, I might not have a project today, so I don't need you.
Absolutely.
One coming up. So how do you do that?
Well, we have a really good marketing team. I feel the engagement on Instagram and on various social platforms is super important to keep them, that's something pretty. I don't need it right now, but I know it's out there. The other component of that is your representatives that are working your business and communicating with them and helping them have fodder to be able to reach out to these people where they don't really need anything, but you still want to stay top of mind. Hey, did you know this? Or these things are coming, or just things to stay engaged with them. Because I find in sales that with certain customers, whoever's there at the moment gets the business.
It's interesting because there's a great relationship between that and other types of sales.
And it's funny because a lot of times no isn't no because I don't like it, or no because I don't like you or the product. It's no for a million different other reasons. I mean, I just found out, hey, we've got to replace our electrical or our air conditioning units in our building. So no, so no is never no. No is for tomorrow.
So I really enjoyed spending time with you, Brad. So, we take away some pointers that Brad gave us. Number one is you're always marketing to your people. Even if they're not buying from you, you're always marketing. Even if they said no, you got to stay. I love this new acronym you gave me, TOM, top of mind, right?
Top of mind.
You got to do top.
Absolutely. You got to be top of mind.
So I love that. I think, yeah, and I love the fact that you gave us, when they say no, it's for a lot of reasons. It doesn't mean you did something wrong or the product's wrong. There could be any number of reasons. So, continue to market to these people and find different reasons. Marketing is not just left up to the company.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. I said you have to have an entrepreneurial spirit to be in sales. You've got to treat it like it's your own company. I work for Peacock Alley, but it's actually my company. That's the difference.
Well, Brad, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Yeah, this is Tom at Sales Made Easy in our podcast, and this is Brad Cleveland with Peacock Alley. You can go on and look at their sheets and all their wares, but you can also stop at stores, which probably a smarter move.